Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. We're finally in the month of February. It's February 2nd through the 8th. I'm Sam.
I'm Jaquin.
We're so excited to jump into a new month with you. And now that we're in February, it's a great time to reflect on January. So, we talked a lot about in January setting new goals for ourselves and really thinking about how we're going to position 2026 as a new year. And so, this is a great point to check in and
Mhm.
see, hey, where are we at with our goals and with what we've set out for ourselves in the new year. So, Jaquin, how are we doing with personal goals, with some of our goals for the team?
Personal goals, I think I'm on track.
Yeah.
I'm very hard on myself, but I think I'm going on the right direction. As far as the team, I think we're doing pretty well. We are faced with a lot of challenges this month with cash flow,
Yep.
and with that, obviously, it comes with challenges on getting our vendors paid. But we are still keeping positive and meeting with the managers on how are we going to be able to manage without sacrificing good service, or like what are the things that we can do, like just solutions that we got to think outside the box
Yep.
without breaking our spirits. I really I really take care of that, like making sure that we stay in a positive mindset, and we still are, and we're still coming up with solutions that will help us cross this bridge, and hopefully we get there. And it's keeping that positive mindset,
Yep.
and that's what I'm saying. I think we are going on, still on a good directions.
I love that. And I think we talked a little bit about this, but sort of the thought of, we're surrendering the outcome, right? Like we can't control, there are things outside of our control. So we have to surrender those types of things. We surrender the outcome, but what we can control is our effort and our attitude. And
Mm-hmm.
as long as we're, progressing in those areas and really focusing on the process and on solutions that are going to help us meet and achieve our objectives, and that's all we can do, right? So we can't control the snow, we can't control the weather, right? But what we can do is try to at least capitalize on opportunities when they do present themselves, and make sure that we're set up for success when we can be. So,
Yeah.
I really love that point. And yeah, and for me personally, I really worked hard to set goals that were much more process driven and not so much things that
Mm.
weren't outside of my control. So I think I too am on a good path, mostly because I'm really trying to focus on habits and activities and things like that are small steps towards bigger things. So I tried to come, not go too hard in the paint in January so that I can maintain some consistency across the month. So hopefully you all are finding that same
Yeah.
success. And I love this thought of sort of the if our year had a theme song so far, what would that theme song be? And what's the title? And why is that a great theme song for us so far this year?
Okay. Um, well, mine will be a song from Kanye West, God Is.
Of course.
All right, this is a very personal story that I am sharing. I've never shared this with anyone but my husband. So there was a point in my life that I stopped believing. I grew up as Catholic,
Mhm.
and like living here in the States, I don't know, something just happened to me. Like I stopped, I just lost my faith. I got so cocky,
Yep.
like questioning the integrity of the Bible, questioning about everything that I learned when I was a kid, questioning whatever my parents taught me when I was a kid. And luckily, my husband, he never get tired. He will always like, come on, let's go to church, because we will go to church every Sunday with my kids, my family, and I seeing them going to church. Obviously, naturally, you listen to the Word of God, and
Mhm.
the Holy Spirit spoke to me, and I'm back, and now I feel like my faith is a lot stronger than what it was, and it just gives me that incredibly peace of mind, and like the happiness, like I just cannot explain. Like I am so focus driven. I am so, my goal is I want to make more money. I want to make more money so I can go on the lavish trips, but like it's something shifted. It's more like, those are nice things, but at the same time, like my goal is to really live with a purpose, like more important than
Yeah.
material things. And I'm not going to be hypocrite, and I'm not going to say that I don't want to go on a nice trip, but there's this thing in my heart. It's just right now, whatever challenges that I'm going through, it's easier for me to accept. It's easier for me to manage anger, hate,
Yep.
because I don't feel like I'm alone.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, there's like peace
I love
that
that.
I feel it. So when I hear that song, and I know it's Kanye West, but I don't know, it really speaks to me. That song, that song that I will be listening to moving forward.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. My song is actually a song called Gratitude, and that song is by Brandon Lake, and it's conceptually very similar. And we
Mhm.
didn't plan that; that just happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, about just when I think about even the year so far and looking forward, I just gratitude for everything that we have, all of the opportunities that have been afforded to all of us, that we get to be here, that we get to do this, that we have breath in our lungs, and eyes to
Mhm.
see and ears to hear, and all of the things that it's such a good reminder. And it's just how I want to walk into each and every day. And so if I could pick a theme song for me, at least so far this year, it is that. And so I think we're both aligned in that moving forward in faith and hope and all of the things is definitely a great way where we're surrendering the outcome and we're moving forward and moving forward with gratitude that we
Mhm.
get to do everything that we get to do, because it really is a privilege. So
Yes.
I think it's a great way to move in, and what a privilege it is that we get to celebrate birthdays. And we are going to move forward. We'll start with February 2nd. We are celebrating Barbara at the Aloft Chesapeake and Dulce at the Aloft Chesapeake as well. Happy birthday, you guys.
On the fourth, we got Jasleen Palacios from Your Pie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jasleen. And then on the 5th, we have Emily at the Aloft Chesapeake and Tyrell at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake. Happy birthday.
On the 7th, we got Michael Pavusa Jr. from the Holiday Inn Newport News. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. On the 18th, we have Miss Tashayla at our Holiday Inn Express Chesapeake. Happy birthday, Tashayla. And now we get to celebrate some work anniversaries, and we have some big ones. We'll start with Stefan celebrating 5 years at the Holiday Inn Newport News, and Delcy celebrating 1 year of service at our Delta Chesapeake. Congratulations.
On the 4th, we got Barbara from the Spring Hill Suite celebrating 1 year. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Barbara. On the 5th, we have Miss Citrine, Queen of the Doubletree, 17
Yes.
years, 17 years of service with LTD. Incredible. Miss Camila celebrating 2 years at the Spring Hill Suites Norfolk. And man, it's hard to believe it, but 8 years with Miss Wendy Pena at the Holiday Inn Newport News. Congratulations.
On the 6th, we got John from the Holiday Inn Express celebrating 1 year, and Latrice from the Delta Chesapeake celebrating 5 years. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Latrice. And on the 7th, we have Miss Andrea Jackson celebrating 3 years at the Aloft Chesapeake, and Charlene celebrating 6 years at the Holiday Inn Express Chesapeake. Congratulations to you both. And now we get to celebrate our star player of the week. And we're so excited to celebrate someone from the Staybridge Suites in Charlottesville. We've got Miss Malvi Delgado in housekeeping.
So, Melvi Delgado, our longest tenured housekeeping room attendant, Melvi demonstrates an unwavering commitment to upholding Staybridge and LTD standards. She consistently shows exceptional initiative and attention to detail, ensuring a high level of cleanliness, whether tasks are assigned to her or not. Melvi approaches her every guest interaction with a smile, exhibiting her professionalism and genuine spirit of hospitality. She actively assists in training new housekeeping team members, inspiring them to take pride in delivering outstanding guest service. Melvi also enthusiastically participates in training exercises and team building activities, even honoring us by beautifully singing mariachi song. She truly embodies the constant pursuit to be better. And this was submitted by Sam, executive housekeeper from the Staybridge Suites, Charlottesville.
Wow, I love that, and I just love that um, that she greets every guest with a smile, and
Mhm.
that really, you know what, that just makes all of the difference. And when we talk about what we were talking about earlier with gratitude, she's gets to do this, and she's so excited and grateful for the opportunity to serve her team and to serve our customers, and it shows all over her. So Malvi, thank
Yeah.
you so much for all that you do. Sam, thank you so much for submitting that nomination, so we get to celebrate Malvi, and for that, a $50 gift card is coming your way. Well, hey, we want to hear from you, so we would love for you guys to submit some more nominations. You can email us, you can message us in break room, but we want to hear from you, so we get to celebrate your team members who are going above and beyond and living out our LTD values each and every week. And we are going to close out the week like we do each and every week with our word of the week in Espanol.
Esmero.
Esmero, care and dedication. And that's what Ms. Melvi showed us, right, in her
Mhm.
nomination. Care and dedication, not only to her team, but to our guests and to the hotel. And so that is a wonderful word, I think, that we can very easily put into our language this week, right?
Mhm. Absolutely.
That's great. Well,
That's
hey
it.
guys, we hope that you have a wonderful week. For those of you who are digging out of the snow, we hope that you are safe and that you are warm. Let's lean in
And get
better
better
together.
together.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.